Well, today I want to explore the mysteries of an indoor water feature. I've got this lovely one in front of me. I bought it from a company down in Philadelphia. It's kind of a plastic one, so it's watertight, and it really is the most simplest thing. And people often say, oh, you know, what do you need to do it all? And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to make a very simple water feature. And then, of course, you can elaborate it and make it more complex. So why don't we start by looking at this one, just to see what it is. Well, obviously, it's got some kind of fountain head here. I'm going to take that up. Well, the heart of the fountain is the pump, and you've got to get yourself a small fountain pump. This one is a real nice thin one, so you can put it in a very shallow dish and not see the pump. Basically, you immerse it in water, and it sends up a jet. Now, that jet is a little high because I can see the water splashing. Make sure there is an adjuster on the side that you can cut down the water output. It's extremely important that the amount of water that comes out isn't going to cause splashing, especially if you've got a surface that can be damaged. The best thing, though, is to put it on a surface that doesn't mind a bit of splashing on it, and you've got lots of plants around it all. And then basically, inside the house in winter, the humidity is so low, all the water will evaporate quickly. The second most important thing is a container that is watertight. If it's small, then you've got to have a real small amount of water moving. Just a little bit is more than enough to cause the water to evaporate. You're spreading it over the surface area of rocks. And this one, even though it has a hole in it, it came with a plastic plug. But be careful, sometimes those plugs won't seal it off. Do look for something that is glazed all the way around to be watertight, or a plastic container or a fiberglass container that can hold water. This came with a little saucer. But all I'm going to do is basically put the pump in there, and I'm going to fill it up with rocks. I'm going to choose some larger rocks. They're not as clean as I'd like, but that's all right. Let me just put them in. The big rocks at the bottom are there to fill up space. Just like so. Another one on that side. I'm going to try and get the cable. The cable is, again, a weak point. You don't really want to see the cable, so I hide it on the back side. And what I'm going to do is just fill it up with a little bit of rock. I did run this through a little riddle, a little sieve. And I just want to find my pump again. There's the nozzle, and I'm going to lift it up. And I'm going to try this with a little bit of water in there to see what the jet looks like. I can hear the pump. I can see a little jet, and I don't think it's quite enough. So I'm going to just clear the rocks away from the side, and I'm going to get to my adjuster. It's very important not to have dirt in the rocks because that could block the pump. But I think that might do. All right, and I'm just going to bury everything else now. There we are. Make it look a bit more aesthetically pleasing. This cable is actually very thick. If you can get them with slightly thinner cables, or you can get a bigger rock on this side to hide that cable where it comes out, there you go. Well, if you were to get a bigger container, there's no reason why you couldn't put a water plant or a kind of a marginal plant. This is a smaller variety of papyrus, like in Egypt on the River Nile. It is actually planted in soil. What I would do with this one is pull it out and hose all the soil away. It's quite happy to grow in the gravel on the side. So I'd make a little pocket. Obviously, I wouldn't use such a big amount as this. I would cut the plant in half or a quarter and make an opening and stick it in there and then bring the gravel round. You might have to add a drop of fertilizer just to keep the plant healthy, but it will be quite happy sitting in that water. So there you go. In a couple of minutes, we've explained how you can make a simple water feature, basically a container, a pump, and some gravel. Have some fun.